From the markup men to the first lensmen of the holographic model for psionics. No, we're not in the age of true change. Much to the contrary of popular belief, lords and ladies. Rather, I propose we are in the season for awakening. This awakening begins with realization of what is now and what might be. More emphasis on the former as a matter of course. One thing which will allow for us to awaken is active retrospect and timely introspect. In psionics, we meditate from within, and then we branch our power and effectiveness to without, always beginning at the core of ourselves. The world is made of mind stuff, thus that is where you shall begin, mastering your mind. Yes, so one thing which will allow for us to awaken is that retrospect and introspect, followed by a clear viewpoint. And this heavily will involve the adaptation of language. Not one language, mind you, but all languages. Once upon a time, humans were more telepathic, more intuitive, instinctive. Primordial, yes, but we have a gift of great consciousness, and it has been robbed from us all this time by the various institutions of society. Say it with me, lords and ladies. Society is always wrong. This can again be raised to the surface of our awareness by way of quality real-time spatial imagery. We know this medium of art and science technology as holograms. Imagine being so privileged to view the world or even the birth of the universe, not in a virtual reality world far separate from your real everyday life, but instead one that is holographic and occupies the shared space of our present moment, encapsulating a series of images revolving around the wonder of the expansion of the heavens right down to the birth of our planet and the miracle of life. All needless words removed. Removed from this presentation, which is also an experience shared by one medium occupying physical and virtual space simultaneously, and opening in the mind's eye of the many, rather than cultivated by the few mystics remaining in our times. Barriers between our cultures and conflicting beliefs are displaced for that moment of exchange of a shared vision, which is by human nature the most acceptable and gregarious experience which opens the new world of prosperity and possibility for all life and for all minds and hearts alike, much like the value in a book which is inherited by reading it and expanded upon by practice and experience. When the hologram medium allows for experience, then the possibility of wisdom is far more readily attained. You must own the power in my books and the augmented realities I've created for you, free of charge, of course, by having absorbed the material and then act upon your knowledge to transform information and knowledge into experience. and thereby attain wisdom, which is invaluable beyond what words can conjure up our unique imaginations. One day, we will have so much more to share together that the world will not need abrupt and awesome changes, but instead all will unfold for our senses and expand for our humanity both the ancient mystical powers of mind, spirit, and soul, nature, the cosmos, and entirely new faculties through our various technology chains, yes? And the platforms upon which they work. We will see William Blake's vision of a world in a grain of sand. We will know firsthand the courage of Shakespeare's theatrical words when he said, or wrote, I should say, "Any man who has no stomach for this fight, let him depart, and his passport will be made." And much of the burden of the world dreams painted over our reality will be peeled back by its many layers of deception for our minds to see clearly. We are not in a time of change, for one cannot make change for prosperity if one is rummaging around in the dark. We don't make changes in darkness. There must be light for us to see by the things which must be cleansed, removed, and reorganized, distributed, circulated, embraced. Instead, this is our season for awakening, which is the beginning of unfolding into a greater picture of the world, in which we share a series of partial experiences, sometimes our own experiences, caused by our own actions, and at other times imparted upon us by the actions of others. We all learn at the expense of others. Such is life, the wheel of time. But we look to see beyond this and find our true selves and be empowered. I invite you now to rest yourself and open your mind for what psionics will make possible in the renewed holographic model, first brought to us by Primbram, interpreted and written for us to read by Michael Talbot. Yes, the renewed holographic model of the universe. Find yourself at home in this new model, confidently, competent, and comfortably reassured that a far better world tomorrow begins with this awakening now. Count your steps, breathing in and out the cosmic breath of the universe, stilling your mind, bringing you focus, and putting everything into perspective. See clearly that middle path. Thank you for joining me on Planet Vrilock tonight, and until next time we have this merry little gathering in the hallowed hours of the evening, remember to keep the magic high. This is Herr Dr. von Vrilock, signing out.